I recently ran a survey. It was a survey where I looked around the room at my peers and thought to myself, does that person want to do great things in their life? Well, the results officially came back, and what you hear next will shock you. Everyone got a resounding yes in my head. That's because I know what we all think. I know where we've all been. We want to do great things with our lives, to be successful and to feel fulfilled. This is no big secret. Rather, it's a healthy aspect of human nature. So why is it that we often find ourselves allowing life to take place in front of us? We find ourselves accepting things as they are, seeing things as an unchangeable and unfortunate product of circumstance, rather than a malleable and forever changing dynamic. I also know how we all dream. We dream of our futures, and what's beautiful about it is that none of us have the same movie playing in our heads, each depiction being forever adjusted to whatever new aspiration or goal that we see in our day-to-day lives. Whether it's to own a sports car, to raise a loving family, to reach certain career goals, all of these things, none of these things, or anything in between. So why then do so many of us sport an attitude like or similar to that of which I described earlier? Such a passive approach won't bring about a truly fulfilling life, as such an attitude doesn't allow for what we want to develop the way that we see it happening in our heads. We all want to be great, but you don't have to be great to get started in fulfilling your dreams. Rather, you have to get started to become great. Some people may see you trying, actively accomplishing, and getting started on your goals, and immediately try to ridicule you and put you down. To this I say that you must understand that other people's opinions of you don't become your reality. Look at Patch Adams, an American physician who dreamed of a new way to treat patients. He pushed to complete his goals of being able to treat those without health insurance by founding the nonprofit Guggenheim Institute in West Virginia, which set out exactly what he wanted to do. In order to be like Patch Adams, you have to focus more on using what you have and less on planning on what you'll do once you finally get something, as this something is oftentimes unattainable or will cause you to miss out on great experience that you could be getting now. An aspiring photographer may lose out on valuable lessons, experiences, and time by waiting for a new camera rather than using an old camera or their phone. Instead of getting this experience, though, they opt for a big, fancy, and expensive camera that will do the work for them, covering up mistakes that they would have learned not to make had they just gained the experience. All of this while keeping the photographer from becoming better. With that said, it should be obvious that we all should be taking action now, using whatever we have around us to get closer to our dreams. A big way that we can do that is through HOSA. Many of us are aspiring doctors, lab specialists, technicians, nurses, and more. And using an opportunity like HOSA to gain beneficial and guided experience relating to our careers is invaluable. Patch Adams saw his opportunity to fulfill his goals and didn't wait to get started either. He started his hospital out of a personally owned small communal home, where it slowly grew to become the nonprofit public hospital working out of a proper facility that it is today. Had Dr. Adams waited, he could have missed his chance to reach his goals and could still just be dreaming about it to this day. Understand that the way to ensure that you achieve your goals for your future is to stop waiting for it to happen to you, as the best way to predict your future is to create it yourself. Create your future. Thank you.